Now it's time that we trigger the push notification as soon as we get online waivers inside our region. So for that, we will copy this API, go to codes. In common, we will go to controller, services, APIs, and here I will come to APIs. So let's make an API here, static push notification API. And here is our API. So now it's time that we make a file for push notification services. Here we do have this Firebase services, and here it is our push notification services. Now let's create a function and name it send write request to nearby drivers. Here we will come up with string driver FCM token, driver Firebase cloud messaging token. So basically it's going to be this token, basically this one, to whom we want to send the push notification. So now let's go with try catch. Here we have to go with a bracket, not here. Here we have to go with a bracket e throw exception, and it's going to be e. Before that, we also want to go with a log message e.toString, and it's good now. Now let's write HTTP post in the try. So we will go with query API. Let's search query here, and we do have only one. Copy this, paste up here, and we will take it from here. So it's nice copy pasting the codes. We don't need to write it again and again. Let's import the file and API dot push notification API. Now it's time that we go for HTTP call. So here is our HTTP. Copy this, paste up here, and we have to make this function asynchronous, and we are good. And we also do have to import HTTP. We will copy this line, and we will go at the top, paste up here. We will come down. We have to import Dart async, and we are good. So instead of get, it's going to be post. We have API headers, we have content type. Another thing which we do need to introduce here is authorization. So we'll come up here. We do have another parameter, that is authorization. We have to introduce authorization, and here we have to introduce the key. So let me tell you what is this authorization key. So we'll come up at our project. We will go to project overview section, project settings, cloud messaging, and this is our key. Okay, inside Google Cloud Messaging API, this is our key. So we'll copy the key, come back to our project, and go to APIs and keys, and it's going to be string FCM server key, and we are good. And authorization, and it's going to be key equals FCM server key. So make sure you are adding key equals before the server key, and we are good. And another thing which we do need to pass here is a body. We have API, we have header. Now we have to pass a body here, body. And we come up here, go to body section, copy this, and here we will go with body equals to JSON and code paste, and we are good. So this two is going to be different here. This two is going to be driver FCM token notification write request, and here it's going to be new write. So the title is going to be write request, and we want to pass the body as write request from, let's just go with any body. Let's go with a body of new write request in your location, and we are good. So the data here is going to be our rider's mobile number. We'll go with odd.currentuser.phone number. Let's add a null check, and here we also have to add a null check, and here we will pass body. We are good. So on timeout, we are throwing a timeout exceptions, and we are good. So we have this on timeout, we have this on error. Now we will go with then. So if we have successfully triggered this HTTP request, then we want to go with the log message that successfully send write request, and I think it will be good. So now we have to go to the rider section. Sorry, the rider section, and we have to come up to controller, provider, trip, and we are here. So here it's going to be a marker here, write marker, copy, find, update write marker, and there should be some kind of loop going on here. Fetch nearby drivers. Okay, it's not this one. Add driver, remove driver. Okay, good. Okay, here is our for loop going on. If fetch nearby drivers equals to true, then we are running a for loop in which we are just getting the driver's location and displaying it in map. So I will make this an asynchronous. Yeah, it's update marker, it's already asynchronous. Now we want to do this, that first get the rider's data. Okay, so we'll go with await profile data CRUD services dot get profile data, and it's going to be driver dot id. Okay, we have got the profile data, and we will be saving it inside a profile data model. Driver profile data equals to, okay, we have got the driver's profile data. Now we will go with await push notification services dot send write request to nearby driver, and here we have to go with driver profile data dot cloud messaging token, and we are good. Now let's test it out.